me sleep. Just let me sleep. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to wake you. Go back to sleep. No, nothing's wrong. Nothing for you to worry about. Go back to sleep. We can talk in the morning, alright? Now don't you start worrying about me. You know I'm alright. I'm always alright. Just stop worrying and go back to bed. You are not going to let this go, are you? Alright, I'll make a deal with you. If you promise that you will be going back to bed and getting a full 8 hours sleep before your busy day tomorrow, and I will tell you what's going on. Besides, I know how much you like listening to my dull, monotone voice. In that case then, if you wouldn't mind, maybe this can be more of a monologue than a conversation. I don't want you to be getting stressed out on my behalf or keeping yourself up trying to think of answers. Okay. Well, I suppose lately I've been having trouble sleeping. I don't know why. I mean, both of us know that I like a good nap. I could sleep for Scotland back in the day. But, I don't know. I've just been stressed lately with work. But I've always been stressed, so I don't really see what the difference is. But apparently there is one, because I just can't turn my brain off anymore. It's constant. This constant tightness in my chest, this impending sense of doom washing over me. This ungodly fear that I get every time an envelope slides through the letterbox. The clammy hands and the rushed breathing that I get as I open it, expecting an unpaid bill or a sudden fine or fee, one that we can't afford. Not now, not with the way the world is, and with the way that wages have stagnated. I can't believe when I was younger, I wanted to be an adult so bad. I would close my eyes and wish that I was older, taller, stronger. I could have a car and money and do whatever I wanted, just like my parents, just like their friends. I couldn't wait to grow up. And now, I'd give anything to be a kid again. Because this just ain't it, sis. This just ain't it. I mean, I slogged through my degree, got myself into immeasurable debt, to start working for a company that pays you buttons. And of course you work harder to try and make more money, but you can't work too hard because then you get rewarded with more responsibility for the same wage. And so you try to find a middle ground, and you try to do extra things on the side, like, well, kissing rears, kissing the right backsides. And then of course you get your wage, and instantly, majority of it goes into rent and bills. And of course I've reached a bit in my field now where all I can do is wait. Job applications require now a minimum of X amount of years experience, so I'm gridlocked. But deadlines come closer, and companies are starting to lean, so they're merging departments and laying people off, so you have to work hard and show enthusiasm. So they keep you on for a few more months, keep the hamster wheel spinning. And then, you want to save, you want to buy an apartment, to buy a house. But you're renting, you're stuck renting, and it's so hard to save. 6 months of saving can be wiped out by a popped tyre or a burst water pipe. One unaccounted for expense can put you right back to square one. And I think that's maybe what's plaguing my thoughts right now. It's been quiet. Too quiet. The past few months have gone too well. There's been too little resistance, too little upset. Whenever the world starts to settle, God throws a stone. And yes, I did shamelessly steal that from Avengers movie, but it's like 2 AM. I think I get a slide on this. But I suppose all this bracing for the next thing to go wrong is, well, it's doing more harm than good. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I'm worried about more than just failing to pay bills and failing to save for our future. I'm worried about being a failure. I mean, you go onto the internet, onto the Instagrams and the Twitters, and you see people half my age making millions driving expensive cars that I will probably never even be able to afford the left front tyre of. And you can't help but feeling that you've done something wrong. And so you keep your head down and you work harder. Try to convince yourself that with enough elbow grease you can work your way out of anything. That things will get better, that things will change. And that worked for a while. But, well, at my work, there are 4 men. And as long as I've been there, they've always been very good friends. They've always done everything together. They even all clock out at the same time, and they all go to the same bar at the end of the street down from our office. And they do that every day after work at 5 o'clock, bang on the nose. And at first I thought that was endearing, you know, to have friends that you could rely on like that, to have systems, you know. They've probably had a good year or two of doing that together, and then they'll move on to new roles, new things, new departments. But then one night I decided to go to the bar myself, and well, I saw a photo of the four of them on the wall with the same corporate ID badges and more or less the same clothes. And it was dated 1987. Turns out they've been in the same position at the same company, making roughly the same wage thanks to wage stagnation, and drinking at the same bar for 35 years. 3.5 decades of the same job, the same wage, the same rat race. I mean, that's over a third of someone's life. With the way I drank in college, that's probably half of mine. I don't want that. I don't want that for us. I want to do better, I want to be better. And I don't know how. And it's stress. I thought you said you wouldn't talk. That was the deal. I know. I shouldn't have kept this bottled up. I'm sorry. Yes, I know that this isn't a me issue, this is an us issue. Something we have to face together, but I don't know, I didn't want to worry you. I thought it would be better to sacrifice my own mental health to save yours. Maybe that way at least one of us could be happy. I didn't see the point in dragging you down with me. Yes, I know that wasn't my decision to make. I'm sorry. You don't think I'll end up like those 4 guys? Well, why not? I mean, we're doing virtually the same job. We've got virtually the same qualifications. I mean, what do I have that they don't? You. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose you're right. That was pretty smooth, I'll give you that. You. Yeah. I am the only one that has you. I suppose I'm pretty lucky, aren't I? I love you. So much. We'll get through this together. I promise to communicate more. To share the load. And I hope that you would do the same if the roles were reversed. I've always got your back. Just like how you've got mine. We're in this together. For the long haul. Me and you against the world. And I wouldn't have it any other way.